welcome everybody to our June 8th, 2023 Sports Authority Board of Directors meeting. And we have a pretty short agenda today. First of all, we have two new members, and I want to recognize them. We have Daisy Madison, used to be the city's chief financial officer. We're so happy to have you to help with our financial things, and that name, Daisy, that's my mother's name, so you know you got it. That's a great name. And we just want to welcome you and thank you for serving, because I know you will be a great help to us. And we have on the end here, Brett Smalley. He's a State Farm agent in Hickson. Anybody needing insurance? And we just want to welcome you too, Brett.
I appreciate it.
And we have a real short agenda today, and we'll get to know each other later, but thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Our first order of business will be approval of the minutes from our last meeting.
Edna Varner, so moved.
Do I have a second?
Ann Weeks, second.
Okay. All in favor, say yes.
Yes.
Any opposed? No. Well, passed unanimously. Our second order of business is, Maria, can you read that resolution for me, please?
Sure. A resolution authorizing the execution of an executive architect contract with DHW Architects, Inc. for design of the South Broad District Ballpark in the amount of $4,743,000.
All right. Thank you. Has everyone had an opportunity to read that? Okay, thank you. Jermaine, did you want to give us some discussion on it?
Yes, sir. Jermaine Freeman from the city of Chattanooga. I want to welcome the two new board members. We also want to give not only a shout out to Miss Madison for teaching me all that I know about city government, but I also want to give a shout out to Mr. Smalley because he was a distinguished baseball player. So it's good to have him on the board to have some baseball expertise here. So thank you. So we have reached the point of being ready to award the contract and finding and identifying a firm that we feel would be suitable based on the process that we went through. So I want to allow Mr. Dennis Malone, who is over facilities for the city of Chattanooga, to come up to say a little bit more.
Good morning.
Morning.
I think last time I was here last month, we were talking about the contract that's before you today. I gave you a little bit of update of where we were at that time. We had just selected the architects that we were going to do an interview with. We proceeded with those interviews. On the contract, we had basically one of the 8 blanket architects that we sent letters out to sent in their qualification package. As part of that qualification package, DH&W are the lead. They are also partnering with Franklin Architects to do this project, and they've also brought on another mechanical, electrical, and plumbing engineer, plus a structural engineer to work on this project as part of their team. So we went through that selection process, the interview, and then since that time, we have worked with the architect and the other participants of this project in coming to the contract that's before you today. And so if you don't mind, I'd like to invite Ray Boaz up to the podium. He is the architect representative for DH&W, and let him say a few words about the project and their interest.
Thank you, Dennis. Excited to be here, excited to be part of Gateway to Chattanooga and just reimagining that area of town. DH&W has been part of developing the fabric of Chattanooga for over 60 years. Our partners, Franklin Group, have been close to 100 years as part of developing the fabric of Chattanooga, and it just truly is a humbling opportunity to be part of what's going to be a transformation to Chattanooga, and we really welcome the opportunity to be part of it. We've got a solid team of Chattanoogans that we've worked with for a long time, and just looking forward to rolling up our sleeves and getting to work and being part of this great endeavor. Thank you. Questions?
Does anyone have any questions? Okay, no, go ahead.
The one thing that we would offer, the one thing that we would ask is to slightly to do an amendment to the resolution. We do want to make sure that the resolution reads as it currently states, with the phrase "subject to available funding" at the end of the resolution. So we would ask for that as an amendment.
Okay. All right. Is that,
Need to have a motion, I guess.
okay, oh, okay. Do I have a motion to amend the amendment, as, Jermaine just spoke of?
I'll make the motion.
Second? All in favor? Say
Aye.
aye. All opposed, any opposed? No. Good.
Then we need to move to approve as amended.
It has been,
So did we just approve this
The
as
amendment.
amended?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
yeah, as amended.
I think Ms.
Daisy,
Madison may have.
Ms. Madison?
Just a question, clarification, and that is, the reimbursable costs, they are shown sort of separately, but they are part of the total, are they not?
Yes,
They are, okay,
yes.
cool.
You might want to talk a little bit about the bond financing for the new people here that are involved.
Sure. So thank you, Mr. Attorney. So as part of this project, tax increment financing was approved last year that both the city and county participated in which the future property tax revenues that would be generated by the future development would then be used to pay debt service on what would be an eventual bond issue from the Sports Authority to basically provide the upfront capital to build the stadium. As part of the process today, obviously, we are still not at a point where the Sports Authority or where the city or county are asking for the Sports Authority to issue bonds. We obviously have an idea of what we think the stadium will cost, but you really don't know that process until you can actually get in, hire an architect, and start to get the architectural renderings, the engineering, and really start to dive into the project itself. And so part of this process is for us to be able to bring the architect on so that we can go ahead and start to get to a point where we've got between 30 and 60% design drawings, as well as to be able to bring on a construction manager at risk that can price out everything exactly, so that we're no longer depending on estimates and so that we have some specificity. Then once we get to that point, we would be able to issue bonds based on once we have the sort of the price quotes from the construction manager at risk based on what is provided from the architect. So the architect's role is extremely important. And so yeah, that's about it.
Okay. You fine? Okay.
I'm used to just talking out of hand here. Thank you so much for that. And this is a question because I have not been to the other meetings, but this quote that we got today, that's not the entire project cost,
No.
right? So how is it being funded in general if that's not too much to ask, or I can get it later?
No, so the primary cost will be funded from the bond issuance, as in addition to what will eventually be a lease that will have to come before this body to be approved for the team. And so in addition to the team paying for the lease to service the debt on the cost of the stadium, there will also be the bonds, and then of course you will have TIF revenues that come in as well. So,
But
and
the
I can
TIF
provide you
Right.
the breakdown.
That will be issued by the city, though. Is that correct or incorrect? Or the Sports Authority?
The Sports Authority will
Right.
issue the bonds, yes. The TIF, the city and the county have approved of the TIF, though.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And that will be based upon the credit of the city and the county, based upon the new sports authority being in place.
Right. No guarantee of the debt by the city, or is there?
There is. So there is a backstop provided by the city and the county to the extent that TIF revenues don't cover the debt service on the stadium. Yes,
Okay,
yes,
thank you.
yes, ma'am.
Thank you for those questions. Is that all, Jermaine?
So now you need to have a motion to approve as amended.
Okay, there's a motion to approve as amended.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Okay, motion is approved as amended. Thank you.
I think you have to have the vote.
Yeah, I need to have all in favor.
Okay, all in favor? Aye. All opposed? All right, so it is approved unanimously.
All right, sir.
All right, next on our agenda is other business. Does anybody have any other business? If not, is there a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I'll make the motion.
And second?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, meeting is adjourned.